generativity, busyness, occupied mind, focus, softness, tenderness, letting go, belief, conviction, follow through. I'm hoping that you're asking yourself these same questions. Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I've done a video, but it's now 2025 and I'm gonna make a new one. So here goes. The topic of this video is what my word for 2025 is. I guess a little bit of background information on like having a word of the year as opposed to like a New Year's resolution. Back in 2023, I was going through like a minimalism phase, popularized by, oh gosh, Joshua, shoot, I'm better than this. But anyways, it's Joshua Fields Millburn and Ryan Nicodemus, this book here, Minimalism. It's just one of many kind of books that I read, but I was going through a minimalism phase, and that hasn't stopped, but as with any journey, you mature over time, right? And with this journey I have, so back in 2023, the word that I had chosen was intention. So instead of a New Year's resolution where you have like one specific goal, like to lose weight or to have a better diet or go to the gym more often, it's more of like a way to frame a lifestyle change or like a way that you want to live for that year. And I wanted to be more intentional with my actions, be more intentional with how I spent my time, be more intentional with my purpose and the things that I wanted. And it was right about that time that my wife and I had decided to move to Japan, and we were kind of like questioning a lot of our values, even, you know, questioning our values, and that's wanted to be more intentional so I could figure out what those values really were. Very successful intentional living year. Although I came to a point where I was like, I'm being very intentional with my actions, but I need to know more of who I am. I need to be more confident with who I am in order to be more intentional with my actions. So 2024 came around, and my new word for 2024 was identity. To figure out my identity, and not so much when I'm saying identity, I don't mean it more in terms of the like diversity inclusion, as identity is very much tied to, the word identity is very much tied to at the moment, but more in kind of like the existential identity, like who am I? Like I need to know who I am so I can actually like live out my purpose or whatever that is. So I set out to better define my identity in 2024, which I very much did. And I was having a conversation with my wife the other day of like, although I've gotten to this point where like I'm much more confident in my identity, like a side effect of that was in many cases, like I just have more questions and I feel even more lost than I was before I set out to live intentionally and know what my identity is. So as I said before, in any journey you mature and you move along the way. As Brandon Sanderson would say in the Stormlight Archive, journey before destination. I'm very much on that journey. Well, we moved back to America from Japan earlier this year. We've lived back in America for about 7 months now. And we're very much feeling like we want to move back to Japan. There's just a part of us that doesn't resonate with American culture. Although there is so much here in America, there's just something missing, and Japan felt more like home than America does to us. And if you've watched some of my other videos, this like shouldn't come as a surprise to any of you, but I was thinking, if I wanted to make that happen, what do I need to make that happen? So my word for 2025, the word that I had come up with, circling all the way back to what the topic of this video actually is, my word for 2025, I chose foundation. The word for 2025 is foundation. Now, I had gone through several words Where is it in this journal here? I had brainstormed several words to use for 2025. Among them, temperance, prudence, contentment, satiability. Something to capture my inability to be happy and my desire to change that. Clarity, agency, confidence. Morning, generativity, busyness, occupied mind. Focus, softness, tenderness, letting go. Belief, conviction, follow through, community. Something about building, construction, foundation. I want to build something that will last. Friendships, finances, career, language. I want to stay the course and build something before moving on. Stability. So there's all of these things where it's like I want something in the future. I want something that I don't have now, but I need to practice prudence. I need to be sound of mind in my judgment. I need to make sure that I'm not just following a trend or something temporary. And what word would capture all of those things, but like really hit the nail on the head better? And the word I came up with was foundation. So in my 3 to 5 year plan or whatnot, I want to move back to Japan. I would love to let that be a reality, but I have to have a foundation before I go back. I can't just depend on someone else to make that happen for me. And I'm saying this not just as like a personal monologue about myself, but I'm hoping that you're asking yourself these same questions. I need to get a job in Japan next time I go back. So it would be great for me to get my N4, N5, my N5 or N4 in the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, so that I have that qualification. I need to continue practicing Japanese while I'm here in America. So I signed up for a Japanese language class at the level that I was at when I left Japan, so that I can get better and go back more prepared to interact with the people around me when we move back. Or the foundation, we purchased a home here, and like we need to spend some time here before making that thing happen, so that we can have a property here to either come back to or to help generate money while we're gone. I'm been working on my data career, starting a new job soon, but really need to define my identity around that and like really have a solid foundation moving to Japan, so I know how to market myself to get a job. So there's all these life things, and like it just simply doesn't make sense to move on without having a firm foundation to move on from. And funny enough, as the evolution and the journey happens in one's personal life and maturity level, having a solid foundation are also things that pave the path for identity and intention. So foundation is my word for 2025. If you like the idea of a word for the year instead of like a New Year's resolution, like I strongly encourage doing that. It's really helped me kind of do the New Year's resolution thing, but like in a way that I felt just wasn't like I'm doing it just because everyone else is doing it kind of thing. So in my own personal formula, I guess. So yeah, that's my word. I hope you got something out of this video, and check out some of my other stuff, like and subscribe, but good luck in your own journeys, and I hope to see you around. Cheers.